This happened last November during deer season. It was just me and my uncle out on his property in northern Michigan. He owned a decent amount of land, mostly woods, and every year we'd go out there to hunt. We had 2 blinds set up about a quarter-mile apart, connected by a narrow trail through the trees. That morning, we split up before sunrise. He went to his blind, and I went to mine. Everything felt normal at first. It was cold, quiet, the kind of silence you expect in the woods that early. I sat there for about an hour without seeing anything. Then I heard footsteps, not loud, just slow, deliberate crunching in the leaves. At first I thought it was a deer, but something felt off. The steps didn't have that light, uneven pattern. They sounded heavier, like a person trying to walk quietly. I grabbed my rifle and looked out the small window of the blind. Uncle?
Can you hear me?
I called out. No response. The footsteps stopped. Then, a few seconds later, I heard his voice. Hey, you see anything yet? Relief hit me at first. I thought maybe he had come off his trail early. But then I realized something. The voice wasn't coming from the trail. It was coming from behind my blind. There's no reason he would have circled all the way around like that. And even if he did, I never heard him approach. I stayed quiet. Then the voice came again, a little closer this time. Come out for a second. Something about it was wrong. It sounded like him, but not exactly. Like someone trying to copy his voice, but missing the natural rhythm. I didn't move. After a few seconds of silence, I slowly stood up and turned toward the back corner of the blind. There was a small gap in the wood where 2 panels didn't fully meet. I leaned in and looked through it. At first, I didn't see anything, just trees. Then I saw movement, something standing about 15 feet behind the blind. It was tall, way too tall to be my uncle, and it was just standing there, completely still. I couldn't make out details, but I could see the outline. Long arms, thin body, its head tilted slightly, like it was trying to look at me through the wall. Then it spoke again. This time, it was perfect. Exactly my uncle's voice. Why aren't you answering me? My chest felt tight. I didn't even realize I had stopped breathing. I backed away from the wall as quietly as I could. Then my radio crackled. I almost jumped out of my skin. It was my uncle. His real voice. "Hey, you still in your blind?" I grabbed the radio immediately. "Yeah, where are you?" "I've been in my spot all morning," he said. "Why?" I didn't even answer him, because right after he said that, the thing behind my blind let out this low, quiet laugh. Not human, not even close. I bolted for the door. The second I stepped outside, I ran straight for the trail. I didn't look back. I just ran. About halfway down the trail, I heard something crashing through the woods behind me, keeping pace with me. But it wasn't running like a person. The steps were uneven, fast, but wrong, like it didn't fully understand how to move. Then I heard my uncle's voice again, right behind me. "Stop running." I ignored it and kept going. When I finally reached his blind, I nearly ripped the door open. He was inside, exactly where he said he'd be. I was out of breath, trying to explain what just happened. He didn't even look surprised. He just stared at me for a second, then said, "Did it sound like me?" I nodded. He sighed and looked out into the trees. Then he said something that I still think about all the time. "That's why I told you. If you hear me out there, don't answer."